What's up, guys? It's your boy Zawokey, back out with another scary, terrifying, and creepy video from Scary Comp. We're about to get into one of their newest videos of the 14 scary videos, or scariest videos, of terrifying ghost encounters caught on camera. So grab a chair, grab some popcorn, your extra pair of pants. It is spooky time. If you guys are new to my channel, if you guys are returning and have not subscribed yet, make sure you guys subscribe right now by hitting that wiper icon down at the bottom right. Hit that bell icon next to it, so when I do post videos like this one, you guys will get that little ring notification that Wookie myself has posted that video. Then you guys can watch, comment, like, and share. And again, I thank you so much for the love and support that you guys show on my channel. I am truly blessed to have all of you. We're trying to get to 100K, so tell your friends, tell your family, or anybody you guys know. And then hopefully one day we'll get there, and then show that same love over at Scary Comp. Link is in the description. Go give them some love. And without further ado, let's get into the scares.
Oh my god.
Okay, I thought it was gonna be like one of these knives. Cat's over there like, I'm out.
In this scary video, a mother was simply heading down the hall to check if her daughter had cleaned her room. What started as a mundane routine quickly turned into something truly disturbing. Watch closely.
The scary thing is when they don't clean up their rooms. She's sleeping. What language is that? Is that French? But it's like, what is this thing here too? So you can obviously see the kids in the bed. Nobody's in the room.
As she approached, the bedroom door eerily opened and shut on its own, while an object behind it swayed back and forth in a single unnatural motion. Most people would have turned around and never looked back.
But her kid is in there.
But
So
the mother, unaware that this could be paranormal activity, assumed her daughters were pulling a prank and decided to play along. However, when she stepped into the room, it became immediately clear. This wasn't a game. She wasn't being tricked by her kids. Something unseen was inside that room, and it had just made itself known. Toni Lowry, a mother of 5 living in New Jersey, was going through her usual Tuesday morning routine, getting the kids ready for school, when something horrifying broke the rhythm. Around 7 a.m., one of her sons came sprinting to her, visibly shaken. He claimed he had just heard a strange woman's voice coming from the downstairs closet. At first, Toni thought it was just one of the kids playing a prank. Her daughters were still in bed, and the house should have been empty besides her and the boys. But her son's fear was real, and that's when she decided to review the home's security footage. What she saw on the recording was enough to make her freeze. Watch this. A ghostly voice can be heard whispering from the footage. "How did you find me?" The audio alone was enough to make anyone's blood
kid was like, I don't know what to do, but I'm dropping my ramen noodles.
run cold. Now filled with dread, Toni armed herself with a hammer and searched every corner of the house, convinced an intruder must be hiding somewhere. But no one was there. No signs of forced entry. Nothing that could explain the terrifying voice they captured. As the story spread, concerned viewers reached out, asking for an update on the haunting. Days later, Tony uploaded another video, and it wasn't reassuring.
Do not leave me, please. I'll do anything. Please. I'll do anything.
Her son, once carefree, was now terrified of even going near the downstairs area. He refuses to go alone, not even if his brother is with him. The experience had clearly left emotional scars. Now the big question looms. Should the family consider moving out of the house entirely? Or is this just a passing episode in what may be a deeply haunted home? Whatever it is, one thing is certain. Something
That kid will never be the same.
unexplainable happened that morning, and it has changed their lives. Share your thoughts in the comments. A man decided to head into the wilderness for a solo camping trip. Sometime after nightfall, he was jolted awake by unsettling sounds echoing just outside his tent. The strange noises didn't let up,
I want to go camping, but I'm afraid of this.
growing more persistent by the minute. Gripping his phone, he unzipped the tent and cautiously stepped into the darkness to investigate. At first, everything looked quiet, until he heard a sound coming from directly above. What he saw next made his heart nearly stop.
Well, hello there. What are you? It's blinking.
High up in the trees, a pair of glowing eyes stared down at him. At
The heck is that?
first glance, it seemed like it could belong to an animal. But once the footage is brightened and enhanced, something far more disturbing comes into view. A pale, humanoid face watching him in silence.
But look at the nose. The nose is like this wide compared to the mouth.
The man swears it couldn't have been a person. There was no way anyone could physically get to where it was.
But also, where's the body? You don't see anything over here.
Even more terrifying were the sounds it made. Low, twisted noises unlike anything human or animal. Sounds that chilled him to the bone. So, what exactly was lurking in the treetops that night? A paranormal entity? A creature of the woods?
A cryptid?
Let me know what you think in the comments.
Skinwalker?
During what was supposed to be a fun sleepover between two couples, an unsettling began to creep in. It felt as though an unseen presence had entered the house, something neither invited nor explainable. As the eerie atmosphere grew heavier, strange noises echoed through the home, growing louder with every passing minute. The women exchanged anxious smiles, clearly unnerved, while their husbands tried to keep calm and brush it off. But the tension in the air was undeniable. The loud bangs didn't stop. One of the men, feeling that something sinister was building up, pulled out his phone to capture whatever was happening.
Oh, he
While
felt
they
it.
wait for the police to arrive.
He sensed it.
What the camera
What is she wearing on the top of her head? Look at this woman. Look, what is she wearing?
caught when the officers finally showed up is truly disturbing.
Et j'ai les briques, je suis assez confus. Maintenant, je pense qu'on va rentrer tranquillement. What?
So we have a pig and a chick.
C'est vous? Excusez-moi, est-ce que vous pouvez baisser la caméra? Ouais, bien sûr. Bon. What? Il y a de l'ambiance chez vous, monsieur? Bah ouais. Ouais, vous voulez venir avec nous ou quoi? Bah écoutez, non. What? Whoa! Whoa!
Even after the authorities were on the scene, the bizarre paranormal activity didn't let up. Whatever force was haunting the home continued to throw objects and cause chaos throughout the apartment. The couples, once skeptics, could hardly believe what they were witnessing. They had never experienced anything like this, which is why they turned to the police in the first place. But instead of calming
I'm pretty sure ghosts in the scary dimension is out of their jurisdiction.
down, the haunting only intensified. It was as if the spirit, or possibly something more demonic,
It saw the police, was like, oh yeah? You want to call the cops on me? Ha-ha! Let's just start pulling stuff down.
wanted to make its presence unmistakably known. So what exactly happened in that home? Did they unknowingly provoke a restless spirit? Or was this just a terrifying case of unexplained supernatural energy? Either way, this incident remains a haunting mystery with no clear answers. This unsettling video was posted by a social media user named Mia.
Hi, Mia.
During the summer of 2024, she began experiencing strange and unexplained activity
Oh, that looks scary. That face right there.
throughout her home. She reported hearing eerie sounds echoing through the house at night and claimed the lights would feature or switch on and off without anyone touching them. At first, Mia didn't think much of it. She uploaded clips of these creepy occurrences to her account, joking that she was living in a haunted house. But her playful attitude changed overnight after her baby monitor captured something absolutely terrifying that still haunts her to this day.
What is it? It's 2 a.m. and you hear footsteps. You check on your kid to see your kid smiling and staring at the corner.
The footage shows her son peacefully resting in bed.
He ain't resting. That kid's possessed. I'm telling you, if I saw that, I'm gonna literally spit my drink out. Be like,
Except his eyes appear to glow unnaturally in the darkness.
they're not supposed
When
to.
Mia goes to check on him, he's sound asleep, undisturbed. By morning, the boy behaves like nothing strange ever happened. But Mia is left deeply disturbed, unable to shake the image. To her, the only explanation is that whatever paranormal entity is haunting the home has now turned its attention to her child. Terrified, she posted the video hoping someone might have insight. But the flood of comments only intensified her fear, many suggesting her son may be under some kind of spiritual possession or that a ghost is using him as a vessel. No matter the truth, viewers agree. This haunting moment is one of the creepiest things captured on a baby monitor.
That is chilling
What do
me
you
right now.
Leave your thoughts in the comments. A group of middle-aged men were gathered around the dining table, casually chatting about business, when something deeply unsettling unfolded, leaving them more shaken than they ever expected. They had come together to celebrate a big milestone. One of the men had just hit $3,000 in monthly income from his very first business, a goal they had all once dreamed of reaching. Their evening was filled with good food, laughter, and shared memories of chasing success. But in the middle of this joyful gathering, something unexpected happened.
What?
An event so strange, it still haunts them to this day. Watch closely.
I like the elk rack up here.
Didn't hear it. What? I didn't. What? Like, what? What the f***? I think I saw
It's
it.
on camera.
Have a look. What?
He looked like he was super scared.
What? What?
I'm pissed.
What?
What was it then? Shit. What's going on? I've just got out of the room.
What are you f***ing screaming about and looking white in the face for and got a mouth open at Halloween? What?
I was gonna say, what was in that ale?
What, fell off the f***ing shelf?
What?
That's just broken the film. What was it?
Is that one? It's two for now.
Without warning, a decorative vase flew off the counter
Oh.
and crashed to the floor, shattering loudly. The loud scream that followed came from the man whose business they
I thought he saw something like a ghost.
were celebrating. For a moment, it seemed like the perfect night had taken a disturbing turn. Most of the group tried to laugh it off, blaming the vibrations from their movement around the room. They didn't want to believe anything paranormal was at play. But the man of the hour felt differently. He insists to this day that it was a spirit, some unseen force trying to send a message or make its presence known. Whether it was just a coincidence or a genuine haunting, this eerie moment changed how he viewed that night forever. Late one night, a young woman found herself alone in the house when she began to notice unsettling sounds echoing from another room. At first, she brushed it off. Maybe it was the wind, or just the house creaking. But the noises didn't fade. They grew louder, more deliberate. With her heart racing and curiosity taking over, she picked up her phone and started walking cautiously down the hallway. That's when she captured this chilling moment.
I have goosebumps. Please just be a mask. I'm really hoping that's just like her boyfriend or something that's in a mask. Ow!
A
It's not.
disturbing, ghostly face suddenly peeks from behind a doorway,
The
only
hell?
to vanish in an instant as it darts out of sight.
Nope.
The clip ends abruptly after the encounter. And here's where people start asking questions. If this was real paranormal activity, why stop filming at the most intense part? Why not keep recording after seeing something that terrifying?
Oh, I'm throwing tons of stuff at this thing. I'm throwing this. I'm throwing this. I'm throwing this. I'm throwing this. I'm gonna throw this. I'm throwing everything, man. I don't believe a word when people say that this is just a mask. But I'm gonna protect myself. If I saw that and going to the bathroom at 3 o'clock in the morning, whew.
Some viewers believe it was all carefully staged to go viral, but others think she may have genuinely caught a ghost on camera and was too shocked to continue filming.
It got me, I tell you that right now. No,
So,
thank you.
What do you think? Was this a real haunted house encounter or just another hoax on the internet?
Tell me what you think.
Drop your theories in the comments.
I already dropped my pants. 'Cause I had
Amy,
to change them.
a recent college graduate, found herself alone at home one afternoon when something unsettling began to unfold.
Okay.
It was around 2 p.m., and both of her roommates had stepped out to attend a university lecture, leaving Amy to enjoy some rare peace and quiet. She decided to take advantage of the moment and relax with her favorite TV show, but it seems something or someone in the house had other plans, and it wasn't interested in letting her enjoy the afternoon.
Bye.
Happening again. I can record it this time. Come on. Look. Can you see that?
See what? Oh, the cabinet. Oh.
That's... What the hell?
Bro, all 4 of those doors open at the exact same time. How is she gonna fake that?
They're all open. What the hell was that? Oh my god. Are you kidding me right now?
Interesting.
Out of nowhere, strange and unexplainable paranormal activity began erupting from the kitchen. Curious and uneasy, Amy stepped in to check it out, only to find herself face to face with something far more disturbing. A can was hurled across the room with force, landing on the floor with a loud crash. There was no one else in the house and no logical reason for how it moved. Whatever caused it wasn't visible, but it was undeniably there. Amy chose not to tell her roommates what happened, afraid they'd dismiss her story or think she was imagining things. But the haunting moment
What do you guys think?
still lingers in her memory,
Staged?
and she hasn't felt alone in that house ever since.
Or
This
real.
disturbing clip comes from a home surveillance camera set up in someone's bedroom.
Who is gonna sleep without a blanket? I can tell you right now, it's very rare for me to sleep without a blanket, like on the couch or something like that. If I'm really tired, I'll pass out. But who's gonna sleep on their bed without a blanket?
At first glance, everything looks completely normal. The individual is sound asleep, motionless under the covers. But just moments later, something terrifying unfolds on screen.
This looks like a version of Paranormal Activity. And the demon has her.
While the person remains asleep, an unseen force seems to take hold of them, pulling them right out of the bed and dragging them straight through the doorway and out of the room. Whatever it
I'm telling you right now, if that happens to me,
was, can't be seen. Some viewers are convinced this is a genuine case of paranormal activity, possibly a violent spirit or poltergeist with enough strength to physically move a grown adult.
But is that a closet or is that a basement?
Others, however, are skeptical, calling it a clever hoax or a heavily edited video.
It's good, but got me
What do you
chilly.
think? Could this be real ghost footage caught on camera, or it's something else?
We all know that when we first watched the Paranormal Activity that came back out, what was it, 2006 or 7? We all thought it was real until they told us, "Ha, we got you. It's all fake." But it was good, wasn't it? We're like,
Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Dave had a reputation for being a relentless worker. For nearly 2 years, he'd spent most
sir, I see some Cheez-Its on your desk. If you want to pass those through the screen, that'd be great.
of his time tucked away in his basement, building a new business from the ground up, and it was finally starting to pay off.
I see that haunted doll behind you, sir.
He was beginning to make the kind of money he'd hoped for, rivaling what he would have earned in a traditional 9-to-5. But that's just background. One night, around 11 p.m., while working on some final design mock-ups, Dave suddenly heard odd noises echoing through the basement. It felt like he wasn't alone down there. At first, he searched the space but found nothing out of place. Then, trusting his gut, he tried something different. He decided to speak out loud to whatever might be there. Here's what happened next. Happened.
There's definitely something here. I'm gonna try something real quick.
Is that a bed? Oh, what is that?
Is there anyone here? What the? Did the teddy bear just move? What the was that?
Looks like an orb that came from the...
An orb. It just got really. What the?
Don't you dare look underneath that bed.
Was that you that moved that teddy bear? Can you move it again? Oh, shit.
It's time to run.
In response, something moved the teddy bear across the room,
Kind of looks a little staged, I'm not gonna lie.
and strange glowing orbs began appearing on camera, some of them drifting directly toward Dave. That was enough to rattle him. He quickly stepped away into a brighter area of the basement, feeling unnerved and exposed. He finished up his work for the night,
I feel exposed and I'm not even there.
but the experience left him shaken. Since then, he's done everything possible to avoid another encounter with the paranormal activity in that haunted basement. On the night of October 18th, 2024, a chilling classroom security video began circulating among students, sending waves of fear throughout the school. The footage was first uploaded by the class's own teacher, Mr. Simon, who stumbled upon something disturbing while reviewing surveillance clips from his lectures. He typically never checks the classroom cameras, but this time was different. One of his students had reported being bullied. Wanting to verify the claim, Mr. Simon opened the footage. But as he scrolled through the recording,
that's why he had the cameras in there. I'm like, what teacher would put a camera in their room? That's kind of weird.
Strange motion alert popped up, detected at 10 p.m. on October 17th. The school should have been completely empty by then. Expecting to catch sight of a janitor or an intruder, he reviewed the clip. What he saw next, however, shook him to his core and left him haunted. Here's what the camera revealed.
Another spooky ookie. I hate that it moves. Do you see it? As Nuke would say. And if for some reason, this is at 10 o'clock at night, or 10:30, but for some reason, the camera does a 360.
At first glance, it's almost unnoticeable.
Ah.
But if you look closely during the camera's pan across the room, something faint materializes near the classroom entrance. A ghostly form, barely visible, seems to hover just within frame. The motion sensor camera locks onto it, stops rotating, and then the figure disappears into thin air. What Mr. Simon described as a translucent, fog-like entity had seemingly vanished. However, many viewers disagree with the idea that the ghost was truly gone. Some believe the camera's continuous shifting is evidence of lingering paranormal activity,
Well, usually the camera moves because it senses movement.
suggesting that whatever supernatural force appeared was still moving, only hidden from sight.
Oh, I didn't even see that it was over there.
Regardless of how visible the haunting may have been, Mr. Simon remains convinced that a real paranormal presence was captured. The classroom has never felt the same since, and he often wonders, will that spectral figure return to be seen again? What kind of demonic or otherworldly spirit stepped into Mr. Simon's classroom that night? This creepy footage comes from TikTok user Arash Afnan. The incident was filmed 7 months ago and captured from the perspective of Arash's young son, Raj. According to Arash, Raj was often bullied at school for being overly gentle, especially because of a pink teddy bear he cherished deeply. He was so emotionally attached that losing it would often send him into fits of distress. One particular day, that very nightmare became reality. Raj realized the teddy was gone, and that's when the terrifying events began.
Bising, bising, bising. Nak tidur pun tak boleh. Hantu punya setan, maning kau sorok. Kau lapar nasi ke setan? Bisinglah lagi. Ada dua setan. Duduk diamlah.
Is he playing hide and seek?
Apa lagi ni?
As soon as Raj noticed the toy was missing, strange activity erupted throughout the house. Objects began violently shaking, as if some unseen force was lashing out.
Get rid of the
Clearly
doll.
disturbed but determined, Raj checked under the sink and spotted his beloved teddy. But after shutting the cabinet and preparing to question his father about why it had been placed there, he reopened it, only to find the toy had mysteriously vanished again. The two searched every room to no avail, until Arash returned to the cabinet, and to his shock, the teddy was back. But the horror didn't end there.
Okay.
Raj picked up the toy and quietly walked to the dining area.
I'd say it's more like a Raggedy Ann kind of doll.
Instead of reacting with joy, he sat in silence, clinging tightly to it. Arash was unsettled. This was completely out of character. Raj, usually expressive and energetic, was now emotionless, his eyes barely blinking.
Don't look at him.
For 5 long minutes, Arash tried to speak to him, but there was no response. Then, suddenly, Raj snapped out of his trance and whispered something chilling. He didn't remember any of it. According to him, he had been possessed. A mother
They make movies about this, man. And yet you don't get the hint?
shared a chilling story involving her young daughter, Mabel. She explained that her own father had passed away back in 2002, and nothing out of the ordinary had happened.
She's so cute.
Until one night, when 2-year-old Mabel claimed she could see him.
Okay, who is it?
Oh, this one.
Daddy's right there.
Is it your daddy?
No, it's your daddy.
Is where?
In context, this little 2-year-old has never met her grandfather. But yet she says that her daddy, her mom, her daddy's over there.
Right there.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay, show me.
See?
Oh,
Your daddy's missing you.
my daddy's missing me? Okay.
That's your dad.
Let's go get him. Where'd he go?
In you.
Okay, show me.
The toddler pointed down the
It's like, is she actually seeing it, or is she playing like pretend or kind of like imaginary? I'm sure hoping it's the imaginary part.
dim hallway and told her mother, in a soft voice, that her grandpa was standing right there. What left the mother stunned was that Mabel had never met her grandfather. She had no way of knowing what he looked like.
Your daddy.
Curious and a bit shaken, the mother showed her daughter an old photograph of her late father. And that's when things got even more bizarre.
See, I like watching it from other channels because I've already seen the first part that we just saw, but on another or in a different channel. Now, Scary Cop is showing us all of it. That's why that's why some of you guys are like, "Well, we watched this clip already." But sometimes they add extra stuff. So, and sometimes you just want to watch it more than once, you know?
Yes?
Yes, it looks like that.
Daddy. Daddy. Daddy.
Yeah. And Mabel, what does your ghost do?
No.
What did you say he gave you?
Hot.
A heart?
Daddy. Daddy.
Uh-huh.
Daddy.
Yeah.
Wanted to answer some questions
She seems like she's got a young or an old soul. Like she seems more grown up and mature for her age.
that I got about Mabel seeing my father who passed away and telling me that he missed me. Question is, has she ever met him? No, she's never met him. I've showed her a picture of him. She recognized him. So she calls him Daddy Ghost.
As soon as she saw the image, Mabel lit up and called him Daddy Ghost, identifying him immediately as the spirit she'd been seeing in their home. Her mother was overwhelmed with fear. How could a child recognize someone she'd never met or seen before? When asked what the ghost had done, Mabel innocently replied, "He gave me a hug." But this encounter wasn't a one-time thing. The little girl claimed to have seen this ghost on several different nights.
Just see me.
What sees you? The ghost? What are you talking about?
Come on.
Come on. She sounds like a little southern little girl.
The driver scared me. Freaked me out.
In there.
What did you say?
Just see me.
Well, where is it?
Mama, touch it.
In your closet?
Yes.
What does it look like?
A daddy ghost.
A daddy ghost?
I don't know what to believe, guys.
Oh, your daddy ghost?
Yes. My daddy ghost.
Is he nice?
Yes. He's my son.
He's your friend? Good.
Yes.
In one particularly unsettling moment,
Hey.
Mabel saw the ghost again, this time standing inside her bedroom closet. She calmly told her mother that he was her friend. Many viewers and commenters warn that this might not be her grandfather's spirit at all.
Some think it's a
Some
demon.
believe it could be a darker, more malevolent entity imitating a loved one, a common tactic in demonic hauntings. Given how often this ghostly figure appears and how comfortable it seems in their home, the possibility of a more sinister force can't be ruled out. So, is Mabel truly seeing the spirit of her grandfather? Or is something else pretending to be him? On TikTok, a user named Lizzie, posting under the
Hi,
handle
Lizzie.
Planet Lizzie, shared a chilling video that quickly gained attention. She and a friend had been using the infamous Randonautica app when they encountered something
I'm not using that app.
that left them speechless. For those unfamiliar, Randonautica is an app that generates random GPS coordinates
And you have to
based
go
on
there.
an intention, leading users to explore mysterious or even paranormal locations. According to the developers, the app is said to draw people toward areas with strange or unexplained energy.
How does it know?
Lizzie and her friend were led to a group of rundown, abandoned apartment buildings. But what happened next chilled them to the bone. Watch carefully.
So yeah, the building that they're looking at is abandoned and it used to be apartments. But it sounds like there's a choir concert that's singing satanic demon music.
I feel like this is a ritual. Dude, this is real. This is real. This is not a game. This is why we get murdered. Dude, this is not real.
Oh, I would take my phone and tape it to a stick and raise that stick up so I could see what was in there.
Dude, this is real. Dude, this is like real.
Despite the unnerving setting and bizarre atmosphere, both Lizzie and her friend managed to stay surprisingly calm. Instead of panicking, they reacted with a mix of curiosity and amazement at what they were hearing. Lizzie even remarked that the strange sounds echoing through the area reminded her of a creepy ritual. And honestly, that seems like a fair assumption. The chanting or rhythmic noises coming from inside the abandoned buildings were unsettling to say the least. Of course, no one really knows what was going on that day. It's all speculation. But one thing's for sure. If this was a real paranormal encounter, let's hope Lizzie and her friend think twice before ever opening Randonautica again.
Well, now, we're just going to leave it there. If you guys enjoyed my reactions and if you enjoyed the channel and so forth like that, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe because it helps out the channel. It's free to do. It's easy to do. And why not? What else do you have to lose? And then do that same thing over at Scary Comp. Again, I thank you guys for being here. Please take care. Be safe. Hopefully I didn't scare you too much. And keep nerding on. And we'll see you guys next time.